Brian Norman is in Saudi Arabia preparing. Obviously, he has a fight this weekend, and he said something interesting.
The headlines. I said it. Somebody gave us something. We ain't eating it. Somebody gave us something. Nope. Don't want it. Right here. Don't want it.
We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Poison. Oh my God. Don't do me like that. Brian Norman's team with a shocking reveal while they're in Saudi Arabia the week of the Devin Haney fight. Are people tampering with them, trying to infiltrate the camp? Scandal, controversy, mayhem. In this video, that's what we gonna talk about. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I knew this moment was coming. I was hoping I wasn't gonna be right, but here we are. And we'll just jump into it. In the next 30 seconds, I will play you a clip. Brian Norman is in Saudi Arabia preparing. Obviously, he has a fight this weekend, and he said something interesting about his stay and antics or whatnot. So take a listen. You be the judge.
It started with suspicious.
No.
It started with suspicious.
No. He's telling me I'm keeping my son in hide.
Right.
I just told you. You said you see my son on my stories, right?
Yep.
So that's why I'm telling you. I think he high. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Do you feel like you got to be more cautious gearing up closer to the fight?
Oh yeah, I gotta be cautious anyway. Somebody gave us something. I'm gonna shut up. Yeah, I'm cautious. Somebody gave
you know when something sounds like it's gonna hit the headlines.
I said it. Somebody gave us something. We ain't eating it. Somebody gave us something. Nope. Don't want it. Right here. Don't want it.
Tell everybody stay the fuck away, just like that, man. I'm telling you that at the very, very beginning of this announcement. Don't trust no one, Steve.
I know.
You know?
I know what's going on.
Motherfuckers like desperate, bro. Don't do anything.
Hey.
Don't do anything.
I know.
You hear me? I'm saying it, yeah. Y'all do anything.
Yeah, somebody coming to let me shut up. Yeah, we know. We know what's up.
Keep it out the way, senior. Tell after the whooping.
Like that. He said after. Okay. Got a caller coming in. We're the Haneyacks, man. We have so much Team Norman out here, and there's no Devin Haney.
I told Bill that this morning when I was fucking with him too, bro, and it was the truth. I said, dog, you realize y'all got y'all ass whooped in the media. I know he's big on his brand.
You guys just heard it. He was like, let me shut up. But he revealed that somebody tried to give Brian Norman something and they were suspicious. We'll just leave it at that. They were suspicious of it and they were like, we're not eating that. We don't know where that's from. We don't want it. Now, for starters, you notice people are saying the Haneyacks now. Came from my channel. I told y'all I'm the best in the business and it's not even close. The trendsetter of boxing. Y'all know I give y'all the terms and, insight. You like that, this perspective, make sure you guys subscribe. Now, this is actually not news that I prefer to hear because what does it mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you've been there for a week at best for Team Norman And now it just looked like some underhanded, suspicious stuff already. We just now got to fight week as of me recording the video, and there's already potentially suspicious behavior, controversy. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If we get to the fight and then somebody misses weight, if there's a dispute over gloves, like, oh, these gloves weren't approved and they switched out the gloves, or we get to the fight and then Brian Norman looks and fights in a way that he's never fought before, I'm gonna be highly suspicious, bro. Like, if anything weird were to happen in this fight, I'm gonna be hot, because this type of scandal, controversy, you know what I mean, in boxing, it's not good, because it makes people lose faith in boxing if it looks scripted, or if it looks like this is not what I signed up for. And I'm really good at judging the fights and telling y'all what fights to watch and putting my stamp on it, but I can't control variables of, you know what I mean, people giving fighters tablets or antacids or poison. You know what I mean? I can't, obviously I'm not control. I'm talking about the fight on paper. If a fight on paper is what it's supposed to be, you know what I mean, and there's no like weird occurrences, then I'm telling you, it should be a good fight. But I don't like hearing this, because again, fight week just started and we're already potentially dealing with unknown variables. Like, what is it? Somebody tried to feed you, like give you some food, but you don't trust it?
Yeah, I'm cautious. Somebody
you know when something somebody's gonna hit the headlines.
I say this. Somebody gave us something, we ain't eating it. Somebody gave us something. Nope, don't want it. It is. Somebody gave us something, we ain't eating it. Somebody gave us something. Nope, don't want it.
Don't hit the headlines.
I say this. Somebody gave us something, we somebody gave
you know when something somebody's gonna hit the headlines.
I say this. Somebody gave us something, we ain't eating it. Somebody gave us something. Nope, don't want it. Right here, don't want it.
And then there's another part where he had to kind of stop himself. He was like, man, let me shut up. Now, I'm going to keep it real, like I always do, because I'm the best in the business and it's not even close. When Shakur Stevenson was slated to fight Floyd Schofield, the Schofields came out with this wild story about somebody, they tried to off my son. They tried to unalive him. He was laid up, you know what I mean, in the hospital bed, laid up with tubes and IVs and all types of stuff. Then he said somebody tried to poison my baby. They tried to take him out of here. And then Floyd Schofield talking about his memory. He don't have a full memory, blacked out, whatever, right? When that whole situation happened, there were a lot of people who picked a side, right? Like, this is what happens in boxing. A lot of people were like, oh, they cap, the Schofields, they just try to get out the fight. Floyd Schofield wasn't ready. No, he wasn't ready, right? This is what they said about the Schofields, right? But if you go back and watch my content, I said, I don't know for a fact what happened. I wasn't in Saudi Arabia. I wasn't in the camp. I don't know either way what happened. But I told you that it's plausible because boxing is a dirty sport, right? I'm not even going to tell you all the stories I've heard, but I'll give you this one. I know a fighter right now. A lot of you guys know who they were. When they were an amateur, they were a top amateur, and they told me personally they went to Russia when they were an amateur to fight in a tournament, and keep in mind, I talked to a different fighter, and a different fighter who also was an amateur said they went to Russia and all the 16-year-olds looked like grown men. They were like 29-year-old looking brolic and huge buff dudes. And everybody else was like 15, 16 or whatever in this tournament from America looking tiny and petite. And these Russian dudes look like Klitschko. You know what I mean? They was all looking brolic. But then anyway, back to the first story. The fighter told me they had a tournament in the amateurs. They clean bill of health, obviously, felt great. Somebody gave them some like candy or food or whatever. I believe they said it was candy. And they ate it, and they said all of a sudden, the night of, they started feeling terrible. Like all types of like worse stomach pains, cramps, and projectile vomit, all types of stuff, right? And they were like, what the heck? To the point where they couldn't even fight in the tournament. They were so sick. That's a story I've heard in the sport of boxing. And that's one of many because I've been in the game for a while. So I've heard about all types of underhanded stuff where a promoter did this, or, you know, there's secret behind the scene weight cuts and clauses that people don't know about for the fight. So anyway, I said specifically with the Schofield situation, I don't know what occurred, but I don't put nothing past, like, the world is a weird place. There's a lot of like weird activity that happens. I don't know. I don't know what people are capable of, especially when it comes to a fight game where it's like mano a mano and people are trying to win. Sometimes people will do anything for a victory. That's the reality of it. Like, if you have, I've said this before, if you have a guy like Lance Armstrong to pedal a bike faster and win trophies for just riding a bike, not punching someone, not kicking someone, but just to ride a bike, he's willing to take it to the max and do illegal PEDs, which he was later caught for, right? Then you can't tell me in a sport like boxing where you're risking your life and you could go viral for getting knocked out, you can get brain damage, you know what I mean? All types of stuff that some people aren't going to do crazy things to win. Now, he didn't reveal who it was or whatever that offered him food, but I just don't like, I want to see a clean fight. I don't want no extra jazz and BS about like, oh, we went into the fight and we was sick because we ate something. And then when Schofield said it, a lot of y'all said that he was capped, but it sounded like people believe in the possibility because Norman sounds paranoid. His pops or whatever sounds paranoid. And then the fan that called into the show was like, don't trust nobody, don't take nothing, be good until after the fight. You know what I mean? So if what Schofield said about like the Shakur situation, that somebody like tried things and then they threatened to imprison him or whatever, if they talked, whatever was going on from their perspective, then my thing is this, is if you felt that was like cap, then why are people so cautious? Like why are people paranoid? So I really don't know how this is gonna work. I hope this doesn't grow legs and become bigger, because Daniel Dubois on that same car where Schofield got sick and like poison or whatever he claims, Daniel Dubois pulled out of the co-main with Joseph Parker. Then they flew in Bacoli. So a lot of weird movement. And I don't feel that would be a good look if they continue to have like Riyadh cards in Saudi Arabia. And then these occurrences keep happening where people mysteriously get sick the week of the fight, but they was good the whole camp. Like we watched Brian Norman and Devin Haney. All the fighters look pretty good, like building up to the fight. Nobody has talked about like inherent problems. So I feel like this card, especially since it's anticipation, it can't really have no drama. People are like, this is the best card. So from Benavidez to Yard all the way down the card, I really don't want to see no drama. I'm Mary J. Blige. I want no drama. I really hope we don't get to a point where it's this, because this is already like rubbing me the wrong way. Like, oh, they try to feed us something and we don't trust it. Like, who is they? Like, who are the people who has, I don't know. We'll just leave it at that, because he didn't really clarify who did it, but it sounds like they are suspicious of everybody. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I could provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate. So ultimately,